And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys.
Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They go play action here on first down. And that's incomplete. These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. Now a 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left.
19 Lions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
Deputy. Cut 19. Cut. Nothing 19. 60 average. 60 back. Hurt.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Plummer. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Point after here coming up. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Plummer. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ali. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Ali. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. The loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play, because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a give right side. It's Ali, and he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Plummer. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 70th catch for him on the year. And like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Ready.
They'll try the left side. Ali, a tough run, gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Tracking 60.
To throw on 2nd down. Plummer over the middle, complete to Addison. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Broken. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot. There he goes, right side. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Ken Walker with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Plummer. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ali. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Vikings at 4-12 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Plummer complete. Jefferson the target. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings 1st down as the tackle made down at the 33. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Ali. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
To throw on 2nd down, Plummer. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Come on.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Okay,
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7, go street. 19 tight, trap 50, trap 60.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this 1st half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ali, and no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on third down. Plummer completes this to Addison out left. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Plummer. And this is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Plummer. And his pass incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Plummer. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Up the middle they go. Ali. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Plummer. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Looking to throw on second down. Plummer. And this will be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 with a starting field position like that. 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
70 Rangers.
They'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Street, Warrior 17.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On the set.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, here's Walker. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Let's go.
And quickly, they get to the line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18, Robert, 18. Hey, smash. Check.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And Tommy Adebawore collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. On second down, it's Walker. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice in him. But it's well short, and this will stay a 4-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw on second down, Plummer, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Plummer. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Johnson on the return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. That is caught, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Lions first down.
Ready.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Vikes 18.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Ready. 79 Broncos.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
19 Lions.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Go.
Here's Walker. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now they send a man in motion right. Walker once more, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. From 6 yards away. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Lions 28, Vikings 17. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Plummer. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. He finds his man complete. That's Ali. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st down, Plummer can't get away, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw. Plummer. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Across the formation, Burks has it. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll run on first down. It's Ali, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now. This is second and long. Back to throw. Plummer. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Here now, third down. Looking to throw. Plummer. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 144 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And the Lions.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Check smash, check smash. Mustang 19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. They'll look to throw now on first down. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
First down, Lions.
Here we go. Start.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Detroit, they finished the regular season with another win. They're 15th against just 2 losses. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, this loss will be the cap.